The NFL trade deadline has now passed, and for the Chicago Bears, only one move was made with them going out and getting a edge today ahead of the trade deadline. But was it enough from Ryan Poles? Let's have a conversation. Let's go ahead and break it all down right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
What's going on, Chicago Bears fans? Welcome back into another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears. I'm your host here, Bobby. Hey, and we got to have a discussion after the NFL trade deadline has now passed, with the Chicago Bears having some issues with their pass rush, with the Chicago Bears having a number of guys being out in their defensive backfield. And some may feel like Ryan Poles did what he could. Some may feel like he didn't do enough. I'm on the side of, I don't want to mortgage my future and necessarily jump ahead or get ahead of my skis, particularly right now when the Chicago Bears, if we're keeping it real, are not a championship team. Do we want them to win football games? Absolutely. Do we expect them to win football games? Absolutely. But if we just seen the price of Quentin Williams, that's not a deal I'm willing to make if I'm the Chicago Bears. I get it. That's a hell of a player. But when you start to allocate money, the way that you have allocated money, you got to have something in your reserves, and that's going to be your draft capital. And giving up a first and a second right now for a guy like Quentin Williams would have been good. I'm not even going to hold you. I would have said, yeah. But you already got to see what's really to it if you want to build sustained success. That's the way that I'm looking at it. Now, I understand that there are some people out there that believe that, and this guy that the Chicago Bears traded for is a bit of a no-name. And I'm going to keep it real with you. He is a bit of a no-name, at least right now at this point in time when the Chicago Bears have traded for him. But I will say, this opens up opportunities for guys like Austin Booker. Is it the end all be all? No. Does that make us all feel great? No. And we'll keep it real in that regard. But at the same damn time, if the Chicago Bears, with all of their work that they put in last year, and we're not seeing them get production from the guys that they allocated all the money to, that means you have to keep assets in your pocket, not go out there and get rid of the assets. Me personally, I'm looking at a team that's going to be compared to the Chicago Bears for a very long time because of Caleb Williams. I look at the Washington Commanders. Teams go out there and make moves. Teams go out there and do things and push all the chips into the table. You go out there and sign a bunch of guys. You trade for Deebo Samuel. You go out there, you trade for Laramie Tunsil. And now, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but the Washington Commanders only got 4 draft picks. That does not bode well if you want sustained success. And I get it. But the guy that they traded for in Joe Tyron, yeah, I got Joe. I'm gonna call him Joe Tyron. I do not want to butcher his name, the last name. If he comes in and be an extra body for the Chicago Bears, that's fine. But I think that right now this opens up a lot of opportunity for guys like Austin Booker. And we have to remember that the Bears don't have much money to bring in. And I don't believe that the Chicago Bears are going to go out there and make some cutthroat move and sign Grady Jarrett this offseason and then just let him go. Now, you can look at the New York Jets and what they did with Sauce Gardner. You know, they extended him this offseason and then traded him. But the Bears ain't getting no package like that for nobody on this defensive line. Can we all keep it real, guys and ladies that be listening, that the Indianapolis Colts overpaid for Sauce Gardner? Can we all keep it real? That is crazy to trade 2 first-round picks for a cornerback. And that pretty much lets me know in Indiana that they believe that Daniel Jones is going to be around for some time. What if Daniel Jones reverts back to what he once was in New York? Now you gave up good assets and you're still going to need a quarterback? Hey, we'll see what's to it, man. But let me know how y'all feeling. Get into the conversation. This is one of those lives to where I want to hear more of you guys' thoughts and things like that. And I'm on the side of don't overreact. Don't overpay. That was a couple overpays today. And I'm cool with the Chicago Bears not being forced to overpay. That's all I'm saying. There were discussions, there were, conversations that were had in trying to acquire pass rushers. But if a guy that I'm looking like Johnson from the New York Jets, why would I overpay a guy like that? Why? Why would I overpay? We should be good with saying that we don't want to overpay. That's all I'm saying. And now is not the time to sit there. We already dished out a lot of money to Dayo Odingbo. And I'm not trying to crap on him because he hurt right now, but he has not fit that bill as of right now. And then we look at situations like giving money to Grady Jarrett. It's been up in the air for me. He ain't really did much. So it's going to have to be some hard work that's done this offseason to clean up some stuff. You know what I mean? So I want to hear more thoughts from you guys because I think that no, it's probably not what we wanted 100%, but I'd rather have a GM keep his assets in his pocket than to overpay. That's just how I'm looking at it. And one of the things that I came to terms with is that this is who we are. This is the team that we have, but they can win football games. That is what was told to us by Ben Johnson. We can win with these guys. Obviously, he said that before Dayo Odingbo went down. Kyler Gordon returned to IR. Obviously, he said that before that. But yeah, I've still got to see what the hell is going on. And this would be a good measuring stick for this coaching staff to say, hey, we're not 100% stacked right now. We're still winning football games. What happens when we go out there and actually put together a stacked team? Maybe he did not do enough. I'm on the side of, I'm cool with it. Am I happy? No, I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm happy that nothing didn't happen. But I'm going to say I'm cool with him not going out there and overpaying for a player. That's what I am comfortable with. That's what I am comfortable with. I think this is a great point, Donald. Why not a cornerback then? Okay, I would say that's fair. But if, let's say for the sake of discussion, he called over there to Tariq Woolen and the Seattle Seahawks said, no, you got to give us a second-round pick. Y'all want to give up a second-round pick for Tariq Woolen? Not me. That's not saying he's a bad player because I think he would have fit in well with this defense. But y'all don't even want to play him that much. And the only reason y'all giving him an uptick is because Devin Witherspoon has been hurt. I don't want to pay a second for that. That's just my opinion, though. But I agree with you. More cornerback help. But what about taking a chance on CJ Gardner-Johnson? Do we get an opportunity to look at that? And there may be somebody else that may be coming up. We don't know. We'll see. Albert said Poles did not do enough. Albert, elaborate. How did he not do enough? I need to hear more than he did not do enough. Give me some context behind that. David, I live in Indy as well. But shout out to Indy, man. He said, I'm happy to see them overpay. I just wish the Bears would have picked up a corner, but I'm glad we didn't give up a top draft pick. I didn't want to give up. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm sitting here happy. I'm not sitting here saying I'm mad. I'm cool with it. I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm cool where I'm at. That's it. I'm cool where I'm at. I'm not going to overreact because he didn't force a trade to happen. When you get thirsty, this is how you get fleeced. This is how you get fleeced. And we've seen our opportunities go through and a number of our Chicago sports team, and we come out of the shit end of the stick. We have picked up a need. We're still able to keep draft picks, said the Bears necessity. That's how I'm rocking with it. This is an open conversation. I need y'all to chime in. At least we keep our picks and we can heavily focus on getting a top edge of D-line on the draft or in the draft. You said they not drafting good anyway? Who? Who not drafting good, DT? I need to know. Bears still got to see what we really have. Go get Asante Samuel Jr. I think that's something that you can't take a flyer on. He definitely was cleared. Shout out to Bears necessity. I got this annoying ass fly in my office. But he definitely was cleared. Take a flyer on him. Take a flyer on him and see what's to it. You know what I'm saying? And obviously we want to see the Chicago Bears do more, but I don't want to be out here saying that, you know what I'm saying, we being thirsty. See, Brian, this is what everybody would have wanted to happen. I would have paid for Max Crosby as well. But the problem is that you don't have cap space if you're the Chicago Bears. We spent a lot of money on this offensive line this offseason, bro. We spent a lot of money getting Deo and Dingbo and Grady Jarrett as well. We spent a lot of money paying Kyler Gordon. We don't have the money. We don't have the money. That's all I'm saying. Book, you right on the money, brother. You don't trade picks to make the playoffs. You trade picks to make and win the Super Bowl. And the Chicago Bears, we love them. We love them up to this point. We believe that they can contend for a playoff spot. But they're not Super Bowl contenders right now, bro. How crappy do you think the Washington Commanders feel right now when you push all your chips in the center of the table and everybody's hurt, including your star quarterback? Your offensive line is still not good enough. How do you supposed to feel? And now you literally only have 4 draft picks in this year's draft, in 2026. You got to be smart as a GM. We don't look, the Kansas City Chiefs, they make trades, right? Even the Philadelphia Eagles made trades. Guess what they was giving up? 6 and 7 rounders. It got to make sense. They wasn't coming off them first and second round picks because they understand that in order to be in a good spot, you have to continue to draft and develop a long while, make deals that make sense for your team financially for years and years to come. We have to remember that. Lamonte says he doesn't trust Poles with draft picks. Why not? You like Darnell Wright? Do you like Kyle Monangai now? Do you like Kyler Gordon? Do you like Jaquan Brisker? Do you like Javon Dexter? What about Roma Dunze? What about Colston Lovely? What about Luther Burden? Ozzie Trapillo, you don't like him? I'm just saying, no GM is going to have a perfect resume. That's what we have to understand. Well, I don't expect everybody to think like how I think. I think everybody is free to fan how they want to. But the way that I see it, GMs miss all the time. It's the good GMs that know how to pivot and move in a different way. The first 2 seasons, Ryan Poles went out and got Nate. Was it Chase Claypool and Nate Davis? I believe Chase Claypool and Montez Sweat. Chase Claypool didn't work out. Get your ass up out of here. At least he didn't try to justify the move. We can castigate him and criticize him for making a move initially. But we also have to say it was good moves. Getting Nate Davis lazy ass out the door. Getting Chase Claypool out the door when they didn't work out. Montez Sweat has not been perfect, but he's been working out for us in a sense, in a way. And for the last 3 games, he's returning to what we needed him to be. So GMs are going to make mistakes all the time. I would like to see them build through the draft. I think right now, that's hell of a point, Crimson. When you go out there and you pay money all over the offseason, guys. When you go, we loved all the moves they made over the offseason. Well, I did. I can't speak for everybody because everybody, they're going to have their own opinions. Grady Jarrett, I said, oh, yeah, come on. Joe Tooney, yeah, let's rock. Jonah Jackson, let's rock. So I can't, and Deo and Dingbo, I ain't gonna front. I was on for that. But now that you allocated that money, you still have to go out there and build through the draft. Do we trust this coaching staff to get the best out of their players? That's what good coaching staff does. Does Sean McVay go out there and make excuses for his draft selections? No. They go out there and say, to hell with you. You ain't working out. We gonna figure it out. Probably the best coach team, one of the best coach teams is the damn Rams. They don't make mistakes like that. We've been making a lot of mistakes offensively with penalties on the defensive side as well. But you gotta, if you want to see elite coaching, coaches have to get the best out of their players at the same time because injuries happen all the time. Defensive things change up all the time. It's just the life of the NFL, guys. Kenny in the building said every year these delusional fans want to trade for a big name. I'm glad Pose didn't. And that's what a lot of people, they like. They want the big name. Oh, they seen Quinnen Williams went to Dallas. Yeah, he did go to Dallas for a first and a second and a player. I'm not willing to do that. Sauce Gardner, 2 first-round picks and a player. I'm not trying to do that right now, guys. We are not in that space right now to where we're saying we are a championship team. We haven't even made the playoffs and see if these guys can tough it out and fight in the playoffs yet. Sometimes you can be guilty of swinging too soon for the fences. Let's build the culture up so we can have 5 years of success, 10 years of success. Let's build on that. It's going to be bad moves made here and there. It's going to be some good moves made here and there. But everything doesn't have to result in the flashiest name coming to Chicago. We will love it, but we don't always need it. Why not sign DeMarcus Walker and keep a 6? I like that. I like that, Beowulf. But is that a guy that Dennis Allen believes he can get the best out of? It's always the question. I think that's not a bad idea. I think that's actually really damn good. A lot of contract wiggle room after the season, can move on from players if needed. Yes, but not necessarily right now. Because if you go in and get some people in here, you got to have some money to move around. I don't know what the hell going on with my chat today, bro. Kevin said, I think Ryan Poles is doing an excellent job. He's playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. Could be. Could be. Think about it. We have to pay Darnell Wright next. Tar Hockey 33 said, trade DJ to create space since we have 3 solid wide receivers and 2 tight end, then get Woolen or Taylor at cornerback, or better yet, get an edge that will actually produce. I will ask you this. Have you seen enough from Austin Booker up until this point to say that he can't be a starter moving forward? I have not came to that conclusion. I want to see if it's possible, because what helps the Chicago Bears is if this young player can rise up to the occasion and become a good running mate opposite of Montez Sweat, a guy you already paid. And number 2, Why am I trading DJ Moore when we seen over the last few games that if teams are scheming for Rome Odunze, we need other options? I'm just saying. DJ Moore, like it or not, he gives the Chicago Bears a different dynamic simply because he's so damn stocky and he can break tackles so well. Put it like this. He's a younger Deebo Samuel, probably better. And that's a different aspect to the offensive game that you need in Chicago, in my personal opinion. Antoine said, heard the Bears were in Jermaine Johnson, but Jets wanted a second. I'm not doing it. I'm not coming off my second for a guy y'all don't want. Y'all got two other people to overpay. I'm not overpaying. I'm not overpaying. Yeah, I'm not overpaying. The Bears traded with Cleveland. That pick probably only 5-10 picks back. I agree. The Bears' necessity. No one bats 1,000. How do you continue to build this thing out? Smurfologist said the Bears are snake bit until the Bears do right by Lovey and Fields. The Bears. I don't think the Chicago. Okay, I get it. Lovey Smith, I understand it, but that's long ago. Justin Fields, look, that shit ain't. We don't need to go out there and pay any dues to anything right now for that. That ship is sailed, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, yeah, I think that ship has sailed. They don't owe Justin Fields nothing. I'm sorry. Yes, they could have done better with the offensive line building, and yes, they could have done better with providing him offensive weapons. But they don't owe Justin Fields nothing. I'm sorry. Teeny in the building said, what's up, Bobby? I don't think Post did enough. I'm not expecting a Super Bowl, but at least the playoffs. Come on, man. I think it's fair, bro. I'm not mad at that. We should be thinking playoffs. But let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. And let me ask everybody this. Would you rather have 2018 defense or a quarterback that elevates the team? You want to know why? I'll give you my answer. I want the quarterback that elevates the team. Josh Allen ain't always had the best rush defense or the best pass defense. Patrick Mahomes ain't always had the best rush defense or best pass defense. Guess what? Playoffs. Give me the quarterback that elevates the team. You want to know why? Because when the quarterback is out there running the defense that he's facing into the ground, you can get a better performance out of an average defense. Caleb has to be better. Caleb has to be the number 1 overall pick we drafted him to be. And then we go out there and get him this top-notch defense once we find out that he can elevate. But it's not going to be perfect. No team around the NFL is perfect. No team. No team. Everybody got their issues. Give me the quarterback that can elevate the roster. Nicholas said, I don't trust Post to fix it through the draft. He's terrible at picking defensive tackles. Now, let me throw this in at you. I think it's fair to criticize him that he picked Zach Pickens, for God's sake, and he didn't work out. Javon Dexter has been good for us, right? But based on all the drafts, can we come to the table and say fairly that Ryan Poe's draft selections have been based on, or at least had some consideration of, the coach that he was building a team for? Yes or no? Can we at least be fair with that? That's all I need to know. And the reason I'm asking that is because if you think about it, when Eberflus was here, some of the first draft selection was defensive backs, DTs, etc., etc. Ben Johnson gets here, first selection, offensive guy. Next selection, offensive lineman. Next selection, wide receiver. I'm just saying. So this has to be a collaborative thing. Hence why when we came into this trade deadline, we were talking to the others, or at least hearing from Ben Johnson saying that this is going to be a collaborative effort at the trade deadline. Ben Johnson is a smart guy. That's all I'm saying. They understand this. They understand. Bro, Bulls Daily, what up, though? He said, bro, and Sauce been declining since Roomy season. Hold on, let me get to this one first. Bears and Cigars said, think Post did find his deadline. I'd crash out if he gave 2 firsts for Sauce. That's crazy. I'm with you. Rashad said, this ain't Madden. I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. What's up, Bobby? I don't think Post did enough. I wasn't. Oh, yeah, you said that already. You said that. Bulls Daily, I've been saying that since he was drafted. Tyreek used to get all the calls that Sauce should have got. Agreed. We can be excited to see what Austin Booker gonna do, man. I'm not ready to give up on that. Nah, I think Darnell Wright gonna be here to stay, bro. Trust me. It's you. See, that's the thing. You're gonna be able to convert some of the money that's still left on some of these guys' contracts into signing bonuses that opens up cap space. It's gonna happen. You're not Ben Johnson is not letting this right tackle walk out the door. If he walks out the door, that's on him. That's going to be his decision. But they're making Darnell Wright an offer. I seen him move a grown man out the way. These guys was playing big boy football this past Sunday. Why did the Dolphins keep Chubb? I have no idea. Maybe the asking price was too high and you would expect them to go out there and make a couple more moves, but we don't know. I agree, DT. Trading DJ Moore will absolutely be stupid. I don't think you don't do anything to mess up what this locker room is doing right now, guys. I don't think you move in that direction. I don't think you move in that direction. JK in the building said, do we not see what 2 young guys who get playing time can do, but everyone wants to trade for a vet based on past production or injury history has flags? Let's let the picks play. We gonna see, bro. I'm with you. CJ the Truth, what up, my boy? You said that and we about to get ready and wrap it up. Our coach is a good gadget play genius, and DJ is his best gadget player. I would agree, at least right now. He just threw a touchdown. He didn't do it right now. As y'all know, y'all can still hear my voice out from Sunday. It's ugly around here. Josh said, to be honest, I can't even be mad. We weren't going to make a big move. I wanted at least a corner, though. I'm with you. I'm with you. He said, too many sorry-ass meatballs crying over not getting a big-name star. I think that's what it comes down to. You want that 2018 defense? Hey, give me the quarterback that lift the boat. Give me the quarterback that can elevate. For real. I'm telling you, give me the quarterback. Give me the quarterback. What about that 06? See why you got me going down memory lane, Crimson? What about my 06 defense? My 06 special teams? What about them? Hey, I ain't gonna lie. We had Nick Foles. Give me Nick Foles in 06 versus Peyton Manning. We win a Super Bowl. Not with Rex Grossman, though. Not with Rex Grossman. Telling you. That's not true. How do you know he's not thinking playoffs? How do you know? Come on, Rudy. Keep it real. How do you know he's not thinking playoffs? That does not make sense. How is he not thinking playoffs? Come on, guys. SP in the building. I wasn't expecting a single free agent signing. The Bears in 26 draft only need to worry about lineman, non-injury prone defensive back, and kicker. And give me another running back. I think Swift will have one more year left. I feel that Pose went to Dollar General to get this pick. Hopefully, it doesn't hurt the Bears in the draft next year. Bro, what pick? What pick? What pick, Vernon? I've seen plenty of mid QBs carry a championship by a great get carried into a championship by a great team. I've never seen a great quarterback carry a mid team to a chip. That's fair, bro. It's your opinion. I think that give me the great quarterback. I'm just saying. This man, Pat Mahomes, took his team twice to the Super Bowl with bad offensive line. Joe Burrow went to the championship with bad offensive line. We just recently seen this. That's just my opinion, though. I think it can go either way, Crimson. I'm not gonna lie. I think we both agree that you need a good built team, but I will also say you need a quarterback that can elevate around him, around the team. Darren, Bobby, you know that what this team is, raising slowly but surely. Agree. I don't need the rush. I need to see these guys win. It's November. I told everybody at the start of the season, I'm taking my time with it. Play meaningful games in November. November is here. We just played a game in November. Now we got the Giants, a team that we're better than. Can we take care of business? That's how you build character. You got to build some character around here. I want to build Bears and Cigars right here. I want to build to have sustainable success, not just good 1 year. Look what happened to the Redskins, the Commanders. They're in shambles right now, 100%. Crimson, he says, interesting. How many first-round picks has Ryan Post spent on defense? Damn, none. I think that's a good point. That's a solid point, Crimson. I can't be mad at. I ain't mad at you when you're right now. I'm with you when you're right, big dog. I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that. You got me on that one. I can't argue with that. You 100% right. You 100% right. I can't argue with that. Real talk. JJ, what up, though? Said excellent commentary, sir. Appreciate you. Jacob on talking about some we got young Naruto. Let's go. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get a couple more. Then I gotta get up out of here. Smurf, I already said they're gonna pay Darnell Wright. What are we talking about? They're gonna pay him. It's not gonna be a question that you're gonna offer Darnell Wright a contract. You're gonna pay him. Chris Evans in the building. What up, my boy? He said, I'm glad they did something, but I'm still on the notion that if you mortgage a third this year and a second next year, we could have got a better role player or a decent game record at 29 years old. I tell you that third and that second ain't getting you Quentin Williams. I tell you that second and that third ain't getting you Max Crosby. And I'm not saying was it James Johnson, Jermaine Johnson from the Jets. I think he's solid. Yeah, not second and third. No, not for me. Crimson, did Nick Foles come in and lead the championship? I think you're missing the point. If we get that Nick Foles that was on that run, we win in 06. We win in 06. That's the point, Crimson. You rest your case. No, the point is do you get to the big game? Crimson, that was the point. The quarterback elevated his team, was the whole entire point. He elevated his team over a Ravens team that was clearly better than them. That's all I'm saying. They couldn't even get there for the match. That's all I'm saying. I just think that these draft picks for 2026 that we didn't trade away, those valuable picks should be spent on defense. I think that's fair, Daniel. I think that's fair. Snow Gang in the building. What up, though? I swear Betfair's are slow. Booker is him. Let's see. Let's see him ball out, man. Booker is our Crosby. We gonna see what's to it, bro. We gonna see. We gonna see, man. No, I'm not saying that he's better than Brady. No, I think we mixing it up. Maybe I should have brought you on, but I gotta get out of here. No, the whole point is I'd rather have a quarterback that can elevate than a quarterback that can't elevate the talent around him. Because for all shits and giggles or meaningful stuff, Jalen Hurts, after all the shit that he get, when it's time to go win in the money game, he elevated. He elevated. He lost one, he played great. He won one, he played great. He elevated. Foles, I would never say Nick Foles is better than Brady. But in 06, we went against Peyton with that 06 defense. To your point, this helping you. No, the best teams don't always win. To your whole point, the Eagles, when they lost, they weren't better. The Eagles, when they lost versus the Chiefs, they were better. They were better. But hey, man, this is the last word I'm getting. I agree with that too, Crimson. We on the same page. I think we just getting a little mixed up because I'm talking to you typing. I think it's just I think we 100 on the same page. Other than, you rather have the defense and I rather have the quarterback that can elevate. I think that's the only thing. But for other than that, we right on the money. The picks we need for a defensive tackle, probably another back. Our secondary does need to get paid, those specifically Bayard and Brisker. We're going to see what happens with that. Might be some tough decisions coming this offseason. Not even going to hold you. Chris Evans, maybe not Max Crosby, but somebody that has 20-plus tackles a year, average 3 to 5 sacks a year is good. If he coming off the bench, he wrecking shit because he want to get a contract. Hey, I don't think it's a bad idea. Perfectly said, JK, and I think that's the best way I'm going to end it. That's how I'm going to end it. That's how I'm going to end it. Right there. I'm going to end it right there. JK, it's season, not a game. Anything can happen in any given Sunday. Smurfology said New England lost against the New York Giants. New England was the better team. But you had a quarterback that can elevate along with that defense. Eli Manning in the playoffs was on the money them 2 times he beat them. I'm just saying. But hey, man, good, better, best. Never let it rest until your good gets better and your best get best. I hope I said it right. I appreciate y'all, man. I got to go out here. We got to hit the road, Jack. I appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode. It was good having this conversation, man. Let's make sure the conversation continues on. We all want what's best for the Chicago Bears, regardless if we agree on how they get to success. I have my way. You have your way, and that is good for open discussion. You know what I'm saying? Some may still feel Ryan Post didn't do enough. Y'all know how I felt about it, and there's nothing wrong with how you feel about it. I just don't necessarily think that we should be mortgaging the future letting somebody force us to overpay for said player. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. The voicemail line is open. Make sure you hit that number, 773-242-9336. I appreciate y'all, man. It's always good to have open discussions. Sometimes I ain't always right. Sometimes y'all ain't always right. But y'all come with some hella great points. Hella great points. I got to get Crimson on. Maybe we can have a good debate. A good debate. I'll just let you call in from your phone and then we just had this conversation. But hey, man, I appreciate y'all. My chair fucked up. I think it's broke now. I keep dropping down shorter and shorter as the stream goes on, as y'all can see. But hey, that is it for me, man. I appreciate y'all. Shout out up, better out. If you're tuning in to the Bulls, we will be live later.